Hello and welcome to another weekly wonder for 2015-2016. My name is Steve M. Nash from selfhelpcollective.com and smnash.com. This is sound check. And I've just seen that I'm about to discuss a parenting quote, which amuses me as I am not a parent. But I can still talk about this quote. The quote I actually talked about 5 years ago, when I first started doing these weekly wonders, was an Aboriginal quote about respect between the younger and the older. And I shared this Aboriginal quote because I was filming it outside around Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, a magical place. So I thought I'd get a quote that was about something related. So I've changed the quote this time. So let me read it. The greatest gifts you can give your children are the roots of responsibility and the wings of independence. Denis Waitley. The greatest gifts you can give your children are the roots of responsibility and the wings of independence. So, being that I'm not a parent, but also on the understanding that parenting is something that you learn before you do the job. You learn by being a child. You learn by watching other parents. You're sort of learning to be ready for the time when you become a parent. Given that, I can talk about parenting all over the place. Not saying it's easy or anything like that, just there's lots of things that I understand about parenting, even though I'm not a parent. First thing I understand is that it's probably the hardest job you're ever going to do. So, that being said, the greatest gifts you give your children are the roots of responsibility and the wings of independence. Imagine you take full responsibility for your life. Imagine you can fully engage with others, a partner, friends, work colleagues, strangers, whilst also staying independent and true to yourself. Imagine both those things are true for you. Now imagine that that is what you instill in your children. Now imagine that they love you and you love them, but you know they're fully equipped to deal with an uncertain world. Asking for help when they need to, but being independent when they need to. Taking responsibility when they need to. Being able to reach out to others, but always taking responsibility. I haven't met many human beings that take 100% responsibility for their experience of life. I've met quite a lot of independent people, but often it's an independence that's kind of closing themselves down to life. So they're independent, they don't need anybody. But they do, they just not able to open and ask for it and stay independent. So any parent that can encourage this responsibility and independence, in my opinion, is an amazing parent. I heard it once said about the point of parenting is to make your children not need you by the age of 18, so that they can be in the world without your assistance. They can ask for it, but they don't need it. A form of independence by the age of 18. I don't know who said that. Everybody does parenting their way. They're influenced by their parents, by their experience as a child, by their peers, by their own personality. But I think you can see there's some wisdom in what Denis Waitley says, that encouraging responsibility and independence has got to be a great thing to encourage in your children. And probably the best way to encourage this in your children is to encourage it in yourself. After all, we all know that children learn from what you do rather than from what you say, and how you be rather than what you say. Anyway, that is a fascinating few moments of me sharing about parenting in a Weekly Wonder video that I've recorded on a foggy September morn. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments about this quote, about my talking about parenting even though I'm not a parent, or anything that comes to mind. And I will leave you with the quote before I go. The greatest gifts you can give your children are the roots of responsibility and the wings of independence. Denis Waitley. Thank you for watching. One more Weekly Wonder. Next week there'll be another. Thank you very much. Goodbye.